Aloha hoku ohana. I hope that you guys are well. There's a very specific message that's coming through in regards to you being just pure creative life force that's seated within this physical avatar and vessel, and you're playing this game of life on earth a little bit differently, almost like you're no longer merely just interacting with this matrix, but instead you're completely detaching from this construct and you're an outsider looking in. And I'm seeing almost you as somebody who, because you have some kind of foresight into different destined paths before they unfold, you're now applying your free will in a way where you're very intentional around where your creative life force is entangled with, or I'm hearing whom that's entangled with as well. But I'm seeing you completely divest or call your creative life force back to you. That's maybe been depleted unconsciously or consciously from maybe the past or just circumstances that no longer serve you, and you're redirecting that. But I'm seeing you kind of calling back your life force, and because of that you're seated in your power right now. And there was an energy about the concentration that you have right now towards a very specific goal, right? Your intention is directed towards a very specific timeline and continuum that will lead you towards a very specific destined outcome. And there was another message in regards to the concentration of this is very potent. So like you're in a very fertile time in your life where the potency that you have towards, I'm also hearing the energetic potential that is existing right now within the quantum field. Boo boo, like something's just coming out and it's like a jump scare, right? But I was supposed to say like, okay, something is coming through where I'm telling you, as soon as you act on this, it's like there's a shortcut where you're collapsing something through space and time. Something is shortly going to become a part of your tangible reality just because of the amount of energy. I'm hearing that you've recalled back to yourself. I'm hearing that was even harvested. I'm hearing long ago. So yeah, there's something about a power recall that's going on. Okay, I'm seeing the power recall card from the Starseed message where it talks about cutting cords and calling all your power back to you. So it's almost like you're very, very intentional about where your energy goes during this time, and you're directing that. It's like you're directing your life force. Which is being in a pure state of creation, and you're being very conscious around what it is that you want to co-create into your experience, you know? I'm seeing like no is your superpower as well during this time, and there's new things that you're saying yes to. Look at this, earthed, learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So yeah, you guys are a spiritual being and you're having a human experience, and it's not personal, it's vibrational. That's the energy that's coming through. It's like, it's not personal, it's just certain things, they just don't feel in resonance to you anymore. Maybe they've served a purpose in your life, but honey, moving on forward, they do not. You know, it's an energy of you're making room to be able to receive so much more, and because of that you're getting ready to receive. Okay, I'm hearing like you've been prepared to receive more. So yeah, you guys are maybe, you know, in the world, but you are not of it. You know, you may be in this cosmic overlay on earth participating, but I'm hearing there's a very conscious co-creation in regards to how you're shaping your reality. I'm hearing also how reality is shaping around you to correspond with this internal knowing that you are infinite potential and you can apply this higher awareness into all of your earthly experiences. Okay, but it's like, yeah, it's like you're no longer just interacting and just like reacting. I'm hearing there's a very like prim and proper response, right? I'm hearing this is something that people are also observing about you during this time. Yeah, unbound, look at this. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, past lives. And then look at that, you've even got the sword energy. So it's like you guys are cutting certain energetic cords during this time. Maybe you guys have done a cord cutting ceremony, but it says unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives, right? So there's certain things that you guys are releasing that just no longer serve you to live in your truth. And your truth is your sword. Your authenticity is your sword. Some of you, your words are deafening. Like your silence is deafening and your actions are the things that are speaking 1,000 words during this time, just because I'm hearing you're choosing to disengage from certain things and you're choosing to not engage with others. And then it says align your life here at the base, right? What is not aligned or needs to change? So again, it's just focusing on the proper alignment of things. And because of this, there's an energy around you're now being aligned with very specific timelines, because you're operating in this new frequency where you're very detached, which means that you can move very fluidly through this experience, which is a high vibrational state, to not attach to things like and take them personally. But it's a type of energy where you're now being brought into an alignment with new dimensions, which are just frequencies where new stories can begin to play out in a very high octave. But there's something about the alignment. Oh yeah, you're now not manifesting things, but you're just being aligned with things. Okay, that's what I get. Like there's certain things that you're being aligned with. There's certain, it's like reality is now reconfiguring itself to just correspond with this internal alignment that you've gone through. Okay, it's like you've aligned with your true power, with your true authenticity, right? It's no, I'm hearing you're no longer like reducing yourself in any way to try to fit in, right? Okay, because you weren't made to fit in. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else is going on. I want to take a look at one of these messages and see what's being activated with the Cosmos Oracle and see what's being activated right now. What's the theme? We have sidereal space. Oh, it's kind of cool because he looks like an astronaut, no? So it's almost like you have this special spacesuit. We have binary star here at the base too. All right, let's go ahead and see. Sidereal space. I've never seen this deck before. Let's go ahead and see. Okay. Sidereal. Let's see. There's a lot of S's. Sidereal. Here we go. Oh, outside of you, outside of your control. Is this unconditional love that you guys are embodying? Because this is basically, you know, you're not changing or imparting anything on anyone. You're just accepting people as they are, right? But also placing them where they belong in vicinity to you. So there is an energy around, again, it's not personal, it's just vibrational. And I'm hearing like you're a very intelligent, self-organizing organism. And so is the universe, you see. So there's something about you are naturally self-organizing through vibrational frequency. I'm seeing somebody like, you know, it's like they're organizing, like, you know, all right, this is the 2 of coins, we're going to keep it there. This is like, you know, this is the waters, this is the earth, this is the fire, this is the air. It's almost like, you know, you're like, all right, you belong here in vicinity, like this belongs here. No, this feels good. This feels at home. This feels in alignment with me. We're going to keep this right here. Okay. It's almost like you're self-organizing what feels like it's in resonance to you, you know? And it's like you're keeping the things that are for you very close by. And that's the things that you're focusing on right now. But every other superfluous distraction, you're diverting your energy away from. And it gives me a vibe of, oh, there was something around, what was it? It was something around removing any superfluous distractions. Oh yeah, with a breath of kindness, you're blowing away the rest, right? That's what it gives me. Anyway, outside of you, outside of your control. Sidereal space is outside of the atmosphere of our planet and beyond our reach. We cannot control everything. There is nothing we can do when faced with certain things, as there are external factors which exceeded our power, right? So there is something around you cannot control what people may say, how they may feel, what it is that they may think about you, but what you can control is your response to this, okay? So an important fact is also to understand that what is beyond our reach, I'm hearing if it's not in your hands, then why should it be in your mind? You know, there's something around that. And again, the first hermetic principle is that the universe is mental. So there's something about something is like no longer taking up real estate in your mind, you know? It's like a really intentional about the things that you think about. So yeah, it also talks about it does not refer to the power of the I can, because you can do everything, but it does refer to the I control, because you do not control everything. Sidereal means belonging to the stars or planets. Wow. So again, it kind of reminds you again, sidereal astrology too. So there's something about you seeing things from a different angle or higher awareness, right? Where again, it's like you're an outsider looking in and you're very aware, because especially with sidereal, it reminds me of the birth chart, right? So it's almost like you're an outsider looking in when it comes to, this is just one small localized version of yourself, you know? It's like you're here, I'm hearing for a good time and not a long time in this vessel, because this experience is so finite. So I get you guys being just incredibly detached when it comes to the construct of this matrix, where it's like, you're ever present for all of eternity, and this is just one of the many manifestations or archetypes that your awareness is seated in temporarily. You know, this is like a temporary home, this is a temporary house that encases your awareness, and it's almost like you're working with the vessel, you know, on like a soul level. It's like you're learning to work with the vessel in a way where there's a very specific energetic signature that you had inherited and had inhabited, I'm hearing, through like morphic resonance of your, you know, generational lineage, right? It's like you've through resonance have been brought into a very specific bloodline, with very specific, you know, biochemical or biological cycles, and you guys are inheriting those programs and belief systems that are not yours, but it's your responsibility to be able to transcend them. That's almost what it gives me. So it's like you're focusing on healing yourself, which is about being your higher self in physical form, and not just continuing the response based off of survival that your ancestors are continually expressing through you, as you're made up of the cells of them. But it's like you're showing them a different expression, a higher expression, a different way of interacting with this gameplay. You know, that's almost what it gives me. So like you guys are breaking a cycle that was set up in the past in a lot of ways, and your ancestors are ascending through your own ascension journey, and the work that you're doing here on earth is also bleeding into other dimensions as well. But that's the vibe that it gives me. Okay, so it's like you're an outsider looking in, right? That's what it gives me. So there are hidden forces with a higher power which can handle those beings that we are, as humans, are of a limited scope. Allowing cosmic forces to take control is the wisest response by anyone who trusts the star guide. So it's almost like you're trusting in the power of like cause and effect, right? It's like you're not really taking anything personally. You're just seeing it as all vibrational, and things will come back into their vibrational organization, I'm seeing as well. The words suggest vastness. As we humans become aware of everything that the cosmos represents, the sidereal term develops a greater thought pattern. So again, it's like you have a greater thought pattern that extends far beyond this anatomical body. Like you're not bound by your current limitations, right? Limitations of what you could perceive as it through this human eyes, but you guys are seeing things from a higher, broader, universal truth where your consciousness extends far beyond this anatomical body, is going, you know, beyond the stars, beyond even this solar system, right? Which is just one small localized fractal of yourself, and you're connecting with all of your other archetypal forms, right? That are manifested through the natural laws of their physical environments. It's like you guys are tuning into higher bandwidths of frequency, essentially, and you're anchoring in this high awareness into your physical vessel, one engaging with this gameplay, this cosmic gameplay. So it's like you have a higher awareness, or I'm hearing an instruction manual, which is the morphic genetic field, that goes against what everyone else has been taught to believe in a lot of ways. It's almost like you're an outsider looking in. I'm hearing like your observation. I'm literally seeing like you're a master observer. You've mastered this finely tuned instrument called discernment, where you're not judging anything externally, but like you can see where certain people may be operating in fear, and they have like exaggerated responses to things that you may do, and that is just a call for love, you know. And there's something about you guys being a being of love where it's like you may observe that, but you choose not to mirror that call for love. You know, it's like you're not just reacting to like maybe people projecting onto you in some way their own insecurities. Instead, you're extending compassion. It's like you accept the situation, you're not changing or imparting anything on them. You accept them, you extend compassion, and you choose not to engage. You know, it's that type of energy. That's how you're applying your free will during this time. That's what it gives me. Okay. All right, let's see what you guys are in alignment with because of this. Let's see what you guys are in alignment with. This is gamma perception. We've done readings on this where it's like this is gamma perception that you guys have, where it's like you can foresee, all right, if I choose to engage with this kind of situational circumstance, what timeline is that going to open up, you know? It's like the application of your free will, consciously or unconsciously, will open yourself up to different timelines. What do you want to experience, right? We have a bunch of cards coming out. Goddess of the Moon coming out first, right? We also have the Guardian of the Gate. So you guys are a mystery. This is your intuitive abilities that are heightening during this time. Guardian of the Gate is saying that there's an old way of doing things that just no longer serves you. With Envy and the Magician in the Mirror, it's almost like you may be even aware of maybe, you know, again, envy usually stems from admiration. it's just like you could be aware of that with the magician in the mirror. It's like you're able to alchemize this. It's like you can accept all vibes, not just good vibes only. You're an alchemist. You can take whatever life can throw you. And the true alchemist can turn everything into love, any kind of vibration into love, right? Love for the other, love for the self, knowing that you can't always expect others to be kind to you when they are unkind to themselves. I don't know someone who has been kind to themselves who is also unkind to another. You know, it's almost like you're seeing that paradoxical nature of this reality and you're able to hold space for the paradox because you're a spiritual being having a third dimensional experience, you know, in this lifeline, in this third dimensional alpha vessel, you know? So it's like you're learning to work with the vessel, you're learning to how to work with the contrast of this reality. And your only job is to come to a place where I'm hearing you can master how you interact with matter, okay? Once you master your emotions, you can master matter. And not to allow your external factors or situations to govern your internal state, but instead have your internal state of harmony and peace govern how you interact with the external. So there's a different like narrative switch that's going on with you guys as well. There was another message that's coming through, but I don't know what it is. And this is something that you guys are being noticed for because the first page that came out was the one that was on the book, right? So it's like you guys also may be a mystery to others in regards to, you know, like why you operate in the way you do or why you navigate this existence in the way that you do. But I'm just seeing a whole lot of observation that's going on. And high priestess energy where you're saying less isn't necessary. It's like you just know how to align your actions accordingly with certain situations. Intuition, going within, right? So this card shows an eternal spirit holding the bright reflective moon and standing in front of the crystal clear water of the sparkling waterfall. Her arms are stretched upward, receiving the light of the moon, the light of inspiration. This card is all about intuition, the ability to receive insights from your soul's point of view. So it's like you're looking at life through the eyes of the oracle. You're looking at life through the eyes of the soul, right? It's like the universe speaks this Morse code. It speaks in frequency and vibration. And you guys are able to see what frequency people may be operating on or what plane of consciousness they may be operating on. So receiving the card upright tells you that you have the power to get intuitive information on all types of issues, and now's the time to use it, right? So you guys are almost like scanning the field. I'm not surprised if you're like looking at energy signatures during this time, seeing the blockages that may, you know, be within others. I'm seeing like inner child wounds that are expressing themselves or coming to the surface in ways that may be unconscious to others, but it's very conscious to you, right? So you're very aware of it. The goddess of the moon brings you all sorts of information from the mundane to the spectacular. For instance, you can get the urge to take a different route home from work and find out later that you avoided a 3-hour traffic jam. So again, it's easier to prevent something like opening up a timeline than it is to reverse, you know, the energy of it. It's easier to prevent yourself from entangling your energy quantumly with certain people or circumstances than trying to call your life force back to you. So there is something about, again, like you're choosing very intentionally what to engage with. This card could also indicate a significant blossoming of psychic abilities that you guys have during this time, even mediumship on a professional level. You're always blessed with this ability to connect, but this card is telling you that now's the perfect time to open up. Get ready for the amazing inspiration this brings. So your intuitive abilities has heightened, right? This is high priestess mode has been activated for you guys, okay? So with the garden and the gate as well that came out, it's like spirit came through with a whole story here. So let's go ahead and read the story of your life. You guys may feel like that, this story of my life. Abundant prosperity and staying safe. So this shows, again, like a road outside of the garden that's locked while the girl wears a key on a chain around her neck. Now, this card upright bodes well in the financial scene. It could show also a lot of money that's coming away or personal pleasures during this time, but be aware. The choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by a habit of fear of the unknown. So you guys are making friends with the unknown during this time, doing things that maybe you haven't done before. And again, this is about living in your truth as well. You have a choice to shift your focus, widen your spiritual perspective, and gain the world just outside of your gate. So it's almost like, you know, you're allowing your intuition to be your guide when it comes to making friends with the unknown and doing things that you haven't done before. You're realizing that every opinion from others is linked to a personal history, and it usually is a confession in disguise, okay? I'm hearing like, yeah, there's something around that. Judgment is just somebody assessing if they're safe in a situation. You know, if they're going to be rejected, if they're going to be accepted, and it gives them a false concept of safety. I'm hearing the ego. And on a soul level, it's not even who they are. This is just like a shell of who they've created to survive inside of the matrix. Whereas you guys have broken free of this shell of who you were taught who you were taught to be. And it's like you're returning back to your pure essence, you know, of being a pure infinite creator in this life. And it's like you're a sovereign creator as well. And you're not seeking external permission or acceptance from anybody, for it compromises your integrity in the process. So it's almost like you're a witness of your own in the way that you navigate this experience, you know? It's like you're a witness to this. And again, I feel like you guys are alchemizing envy in that way, right? It's like we're returning back to love. Loving others in a way that they may not be able to do for themselves right now. You know, it kind of gives me that energy. You're loving others in a way that they may not be able to do for themselves. And you're holding space for them in a way that they may not be able to do for themselves. And again, you guys are seeing this as not like tests, but it's the universe sending you invitations, okay, to practice all that you say that you are. You know, it's the universe sending you invitations. And not everything that calls for your attention is something for you to answer as well. So there's something about, there's an invitation to reinforce what it is that you already know through action as well. And that solidifies your path. There's a difference between walking the way and knowing the way. And then you have a message in a bottle as well. So this usually talks about, again, an oracle. It's like you guys may be a 𝓘𝓷𝓮. This is about the whispers of fate, okay? So with a 𝓘𝓷𝓮, it usually talks about, we'll talk about it, some kind of positive synchronicities that you guys are receiving here. Let's go ahead and read 15. So communication, a sign, a 𝓘𝓷𝓮 is an ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker. This kind of gives me an energy of you guys know what to say and when to say it. It kind of reminds me of the archangel reading, where it's like people are like, who are you? You know, it's that type of energy because you navigate this experience so differently. Okay, there's something about you guys being a rarity as well. But this is guys, but yeah, what you have coming in because of this is some type of confirmation that you are on the right path. You are navigating your way through these earthly experiences in a way that's completely, you know, high vibrational, in a way where you're not really resenting anybody, you're not taking anything personally, you're just seeing everything as, you know, a language of vibration during this time. And you're seeing who it is that you may be in resonance with, and also what else it is that you could be in resonance with. So this is spirit pointing the way towards your highest good. You can expect an opportunity, a message from an old friend, a business contact that will lead you closer towards your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you, okay? And there's something about you're going to be seeing an effect take place in your external reality that corresponds with this new internal network and relationship that you have with yourself, you know? So this is about you being in alignment with your destiny, and you guys are on the right track, all right? So there's something that I feel like you're going to be gifted with, right? There's something that you're going to be gifted with. All right, and I feel like this is the gift of prophecy. It's the gift of foresight. All right, let's go ahead and see. The Hierophant. Yeah, this could be a contract that's coming in for you guys. Also, you're coming up as somebody that is incredibly wise when it comes to how they view the frameworks of reality. It's almost like that's completely shifted. You're viewing reality through a completely different filter of perception, i.e. your higher self, right? With the Hierophant energy. So it's like your whole worldview has shifted here. Your whole worldview has shifted. So this is something exciting. It's something being brought from the heavens to the earth, and you guys are heaven on earth, right? You leave everyone with a taste of heaven because you have this different type of level of unconditional love that is not unconditional tolerance, right? Conditioned love is saying, okay, I can accept you once you change, right? Because you kind of navigate life in a way that feels like it's uncomfortable for me. But there is something about, you know, you accept people as they are. You don't try to change or impart anything on them. You just change yourself in the process and the way that you respond to certain circumstances. And sometimes the best response is no response whatsoever, you know? So yeah, with the Hierophant, it definitely gives me that type of energy there. It's like you're applying this higher otherworldly knowledge into your gameplay experience. So that's how you guys are showing up as well. And because of that, there's a new path that is revealed to you. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. This also could be, again, the way that you progress forward in your career and other life goals that you've set for yourself. It's almost like because you have this otherworldly knowledge, you're also going to experience otherworldly things, I'm hearing, because you're not of this world. You may be in it, but you're not of it. Okay, so that means you're experiencing something that not many get to, okay? That's what it gives me. Because you're now in resonance with this dimension. You're now in resonance with this, you know, very specific frequency that you have attuned to, all right? Let's see. You're going to be receiving some kind of confirmation, all right? Again, a messenger. Yeah. This is an unexpected pivot. This is like a plot twist that happens. All right, this is a very unexpected pivot for you guys with the Three of Wands. It's almost like something comes in because there's a refinement period that you've gone through. It's like you're shedding any way of navigating the world that is just no longer in alignment with your highest possible expression. But there's a sudden point of divergence that opens up where you're now stepping into a new frequency, a new dimension where new stories can begin to play out in your life. And it's because the old paradigm is no longer a viable option for you guys. An old way of navigating the earthly experience is no longer a viable option. Your consciousness has expanded to a point where it can no longer return back to its old form and dimension. You can now not unsee a layer of reality that you have unveiled. It's like you've lifted the human condition, even if it's just for a moment, okay? And it's like now you just can't unsee this. It's like you just cannot unsee this. And something unexpectedly, there's like a sudden plot twist, especially with the Hermit energy, right? Your awareness is now your torch. Your awareness is now your guide towards a completely different way of experiencing life on Earth. All right, let's see what it is that you guys are aligned with. What you're aligned with is the Queen of Swords, okay? So this finely tuned instrument called your discernment, okay? So we'll see where that's going to lead you. Six of Coins. This is something that you guys are utilizing to bring forth new energy exchanges. Some of you, this also could be in regards to how you exchange your energy, and that comes back monetarily for you guys. All right, we'll go ahead and see what this is. Queen of Swords, you also could be in alignment with an air sign. This could be significant. Two of Cups, yeah. There's some type of fated meeting for a lot of you, or it's just the meeting that you were supposed to have with your higher self, okay? Your higher self anchored into your physical vessel through anchoring your awareness into your body, right? And that's going to open up this new timeline for yourself, okay? One that feels like is really in alignment with you. Others of you could be connecting with a very specific air sign. Some of you, this could be a professional alliance that may be coming in, and your values are going to be realigned. The way that you see life on Earth is going to be super aligned as well. So there could be people that come in that you're being put into alignment with. I'm hearing that being put into an alignment with you. That I'm hearing are going to be alliances. So this could be professional alliances for you guys. Let's see. What is this energy? As soon as we stop shuffling, we have the community cards. So we're going to go ahead and stop there. Since I just said professional alliances, the first shuffle was professional alliances. And you even have a man holding a coin underneath that. So yeah, you guys are definitely being brought into people that understand. It kind of reminds you of soul tribe energy. It's like you're finding your soul tribe connection with kindred spirits. So this card shows 3 women celebrating, sharing ideas, supportive energy. The light in the picture represents an ever-present spirit community, as also this card appears upright, indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection of like-minded people joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. The time is right to make such new connections and to share intentions, whether they're professional or personal. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and the security and sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending beneficial alliances your way. Okay, this could be a party or celebration of some kind. So yeah, there is some kind of beneficial alliances that are being sent your way, personally or professionally for you guys. Especially with this 2 of Cups energy, okay? Something, it's like a sudden point of divergence. Especially with the Cloud energy, again, this could be like a spontaneous oracle of some kind. Or again, we had the expected news, letter or opportunity that may come in. Especially with this, it's something that's unexpected with Uranus. 3 of Wands also could be you like hearing some kind of communication. It could be an email. It could be something from a distance. But usually it's about an opportunity to step into a new way of being, new opportunities that you guys are being aligned with. So this is like what this new frequency or dimension holds for you, okay? So air sign, water sign energy as well with Cancer there is going to be significant for you guys. Let's see. We'll take a look at a Kipper message. Yeah, mature women could be significant, okay? Women energy could be significant. or it could be you. We also have a change. So a change is about to occur in your life because of a completion. Main female again. So that could be you or someone that you're dealing with. Journey. Okay, so again, this could be from a distance or a mental, physical journey, moves that you guys are going to be making. Pathway, right? A new path is going to open up for you guys as an opportunity that usually holds a lot of longevity in it. A lot of you, this could be in regards to your occupation or your professional life there at the base. And you also have the coffin card, so a huge transformation. All right, it's like you're going through a refinement period right after this ending, okay, or old ways of navigating the world. You have message of concern, so it's almost like something comes in very, very quickly, okay? It's almost like an instant reconfiguration of your external reality. That's almost what it gives me. Right, we'll go ahead and take a look at an angel number message. We have 000 guidance. So you have full support of the divine. The guidance you're seeking is here, and your life is moving in the right direction. This is the start of a new beginning where one cycle ends and a new one begins. I trust in the magic of new beginnings. I feel the support and guidance that is all around me, okay? 000. The time has come to rely on your knowledge, your wisdom, your ambition. You have an important soul mission and life purpose. Leaning on your inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead as I take leadership of my life. My life brings a good flow of good fortune and good blessings, okay? So congratulations in advance, guys. You're definitely being aligned with some type of abundant connection, opportunities, people, because you're operating in this existence as an abundant being, okay? So I'm gonna love and leave you right there. If you're not already subscribed to this channel or want to stick around for future reads, do consider subscribing. Personal reading details are also down below, but until next time, bye.